think we're good. Hey, welcome to the Hacktivists. I'm Kevin Tame, and today we are going to be doing coaching with Internet Potato and focusing on the Core 2.0. Specifically, the decks we are going to be playing are NBN, Making News, and also HB's Stronger Together.
The two strongest corp IDs that we haven't played yet on this series.
Well, what's interesting, though, as we say that, is I thought Gabe was actually a lot weaker, and then when I did play Gabe throughout the week, it proved to be a lot stronger than I expected, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that we shouldn't discount these just because they don't have kind of the raw economic power of Wayland or the built-in, kill condition. But yeah, I mean, there's still interesting things you can do with them. NBN does have some, the ability to turn tags into attacks and has a couple of upgrades that make it harder to steal agendas. So, I think it's worth looking at. And, worst case scenario, you can get a private security force scored and, poke them to death.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's, which one do you want us to play first?
Why don't we start with NBN?
Okay. Let's jump right into this then.
Yeah.
Core 2.0 only. Yeah, we can make this visible. And we're going to select NBN, you said?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
So we can look at the list a little bit while we wait for somebody to show up and just kind of talk about the overall strategy.
Okay. So here we are.
Yeah, so this list came from the godfather himself of online leagues, Fighting Walloon. Oh,
we got
a bite.
Yeah. So we'll learn we'll learn as we go.
We'll learn as we go. Yep. But this deck is some decent ice, kind of mid-range ice, a lot of ways to tag the runner, 3 close accounts, and Bernice Mind red herrings to kind of crank up the cost on making steals happen.
This seems like a decent starting hand, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think Wraparound is a great piece of rush ice if we can draw into an agenda, and Green Level and Beanstalk are nice to have in the beginning. So I think, yeah, Green Level, just keep on greening up. Cool. And then, yeah, Caduceus, I guess over R&D makes sense.
It seems like a pretty good ice.
Yeah.
Especially with Making News.
Yeah, the only it's better with Making News than it is in Wayland here, I think, because Reyna has the link. So it's a little bit less good, but it's still all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like I want to draw.
Yeah, let's keep drawing and get some stuff here. So I think let's go ahead and try to rush this out. Cool. So I think Wraparound is a really good barrier in the core setting.
This is going to cost me 4.
Oh, ugh. Yeah, that still seems like it's worth it to me. He's not going to be able to install a Morningstar and get back in for a little while.
And I have as soon as I score this, I have the Beanstalks to recover, so that feels okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I won't be able to res the Caduceus, which is fine.
That's okay.
It'd be really nice if there was an agenda that gave the runner 2 tags after I scored it.
Yeah, what about that?
I don't think Swordsman's relevant.
Probably not. Yeah, this deck isn't super heavy on ice, but
oh, okay.
we can do without. Bummer. I was gonna say that we could drop the Melange in the remote next turn if we don't draw into something more important. Oof. That's a lot of econ he's just trashed.
What was that? Another.
As a number lunge, yeah. All right, so I think we can draw and then do some beaning.
I can't res this data raven though.
No, I think yeah, put that in server 1. It's a little bit safer there. Because yeah, I mean, like the main factors in cores we've been seeing are just such a big tempo hit to get them installed that like the cost to break is almost like not relevant compared to the 8 credits it costs to get Morningstar on the table.
Yeah. Do you think my opponent just clicks up here once they see the C source? There's nothing really I want to. Ooh, that was painful. Well, get out of here.
Gotta do it. Okay.
Look.
Yeah. So, God, this is kind of a bummer. But I think yeah, Beanstalk and then
I'm gonna draw again.
All right.
Though I'm going through my econ pretty fast.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we throw that over HQ, he seems to be enjoying hitting that. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and set up server 1.
All right.
This private security force just might be a lost cause, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Cost me 2 to res that thing. Whew.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to hold on to that.
God.
The pressure is real.
All right. Is that just the first time each turn? I can't remember.
The res cost of all ice.
Ooh.
That would cost me 5.
4.
5.
I thought rain is just the first time. You already did the.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I think it's worth it because I can get my money back.
Get the credits back. Yeah, that first trace.
This Xanadu is
That's cool.
Kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morningstar.
Okay, so he's probably going. Let's put that over archives. He's definitely fixing to ret run. All right. So I think, let's see, we need, okay, that's fine. I was going to say that, let's see what else we have in terms of econ here. Another green level. We haven't seen any hedges yet.
Darwin. Okay. So this will cost me 6 to res. That feels better.
Yeah. So I just glanced at the list, and there's 1 melange left, and then 2 hedges now, and a green level. So we're pretty low on gas in this particular tank. So I think that yeah, we need to get this thing out of here. And what's the other ice right now on 1? That's the Data Raven.
Yep. Should I put the? Well, they can break.
You can. Darwin's gonna have a problem with that wraparound unless he has a Morningstar in hand. So I don't think that we're gaining a lot by putting another ice over there right now.
So I think what will happen is our opponent will get they'll put 1 credit on to boost it up
Mhm.
to 2. So then they'll be at 3.
Mhm.
They'll make some runs on the centrals and then make a run here.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So if you think that he's going to run it, then the Enigma's not going to keep him out, and but Data Raven will put him in a position where he can't complete the run without you trashing like Xanadu and the Last of Liberated. So I think Data Raven might be better over server 1 right now.
Another Data Raven?
I mean, that's my feelings, but you know,
That
you
costs
are
that cost me
a wise man.
a lot to res.
Mhm.
And it cost me 2 to install.
Mhm.
He's going to run our centrals. He might run archives, actually.
Yeah, trying to get you to res that.
Yep. Well, he'll definitely. Well, he can't really break it that cleanly. That's not too bad. These actually don't add much value to me right now, I think. In all honesty. The Enigma's not going to
Okay.
add value, I don't think.
So do you want to? What do you want to do then? Just like take a credit or a draw and then pass turn?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a credit and then. Which I get rid of closed account. I just need to figure out what I want to get rid of.
Yeah. In that case, well, I think looking at the Darwin until you purge, Enigma's not going to do much for you.
Hmm. I am light on ice, though, you said.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he doesn't rip this priority requisition, oh, here comes the retrieval run.
So I'll bring that down.
And that's a bummer because yeah, he's definitely going to be good for the for that remote once he gets the Morningstar back. It's super expensive to use Darwin. Yeah, so unfortunately he's going to have the click to clear after this.
Just thinking here. And I can't really see source, can I? It doesn't really matter. It's not going to be that advantageous. He'll be so poor anyways.
Yeah.
Do I res this?
I'm trying to think what it's going to cost him. It'll cost him 2 data suckers, 2 credits to break, and then 2 credits to clear the tag. So he'll be ending the turn on 1 credit if you res that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
He's going to have an extra click, a click, and then a click to hit liberated.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Can he come back in? Yes, very easily.
Yeah, this is a real jam. Yeah. I think this deck might need some more economy. I don't know where else it comes from. Because like NBN just has to splash for all of their econ in the core set.
I actually don't know how we even score here.
Yeah.
We got to do a purge, I think, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a purge.
Oof.
Oof. was bad. He didn't run last turn, so we can't see source. God, I think I rid of the private security force. Yeah. So I mean, I think now is probably the best chance we have to throw a Beal in that remote and gain some credits.
He comes in, pays through the trace to come into archives, right? Or something like that. Or just comes into HQ. He just walks into HQ. We are in a real jam.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter for him to. I feel like what I want to do is get some money.
Do you want to hedge and advance it twice, or do you want to hedge and leave it there?
Well, we can keep him out with toll booth, right?
Yeah. So why don't we do a hedge and put a toll booth over that remote? It's pretty expensive. That'll put us, yeah, like that really extends us pretty far on that remote. Like once we res that toll booth, we're not going to be able to do much other than click for credits and advance stuff. But that's all right. So I think here I like
Maybe purge.
yeah.
Feels like not good purging.
It doesn't, but if we don't purge, then he'll be at strength 4, make a single run, and then he'll be good to go for the rest of the turn. Yeah. But yeah, I think that double advancing yeah, that's no good. God, that changing makes things so expensive. Maybe we should just triple advance this and get it out of the remote.
I think so.
Okay.
We are not in a good place here.
No, indeed. And the win is in archives.
I think we go with this TGTB, force him to kind of come in.
Yeah. He has a lot of resources on the board right now, so taking a tag from that might leave him kind of in an awkward position. Oh, man.
I was hoping to green level, all honesty.
What is Bernice's res cost?
0.
0. Okay. Well, why don't we put them both in that remote and gain a credit?
I'm not resin toll booth.
Yeah, it's probably the right call. He needs to use a data sucker counter. Or did Ice Carver just not show up on there?
Well, he was at 3 in ice cover.
Oh, I didn't. see the. Okay, yeah, fine, great.
Do I have to do anything? No more action. How much do I pay into this? Well, he just
Well,
clears them
he's
all.
gonna end. He'll end with 3 tags, and he'll just clear them all. So I don't think there's much benefit in paying into it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think.
C-source?
Um. So if we see source, what do we go for? Is econ like Armitage and notable contacts?
Still doesn't feel great.
No. Um.
I just got to draw, man. I literally...
Let's just jam it. Throw a Beal in there. Who knows? Yeah, I think this is a pretty lost cause. Um, so I guess that if we had put the second data raven over server one instead of the toll booth, um, that might have been sufficient. At least on the previous play, that would have been sufficient to leave him tagged. But and then like closed accounts, trash armitage might have been the way to go. But um, retro hindsight and all that.
Just want to end my misery. Yeah, this was a rough game. We didn't even really get started. Oh, I gained money. I don't think I gained that actually a few times. I just
It's
realized that.
possible. Oh,
Wow.
great.
Wow. And I don't have the credits for it. Doesn't really matter. He could come run in and get it anyways.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason for you to have spent 10 credits resing a toll booth if you weren't trying to protect something that was going to lose you the game.
I mean, I don't know. He probably doesn't want to run the risk of taking the tag, all honesty. That's probably what he's thinking. But probably going to lose here.
I need to get your credit. Yeah.
There we go.
There it goes. Okay, great. Great news.
Ugh.
Oof. Yeah, so I mean, it's tricky.
Yeah, that is tricky.
Like,
should we try that one again?
like, yeah, let's give it another shot. And
I'm not exactly sure like how you even win. Let's think here.
well, let's take a look at this deck for a second.
Melange.
Yeah.
What are your
So
traces?
I wonder, C-Source, Caduceus, and Data Raven. So I'm wondering if we want to take out Biotic and put some more Econ in. Because like there was pretty much no point in that game where we actually had the credits to, play Biotic and triple advance.
What's the other econ? Celebrity?
Yes, Liberty Gift.
How much is that? Ooh.
It is
So we get one.
one Celebrity Gift, and we have one influence left. We could drop Swordsman.
I dropped a
Okay.
Caduceus. Caduceus is pretty
Okay.
good though. It is basically econ.
Yeah, I think Caduceus is pretty good.
But I can't get there if I drop just Swordsman.
Yeah.
This seems irrelevant.
So I mean, I think that I mean the plan with the deck really is to drag them, well, is to put them in a position where they have to, take a bunch of tags and then clear them, or else you can do closed accounts. So I think the Bernice is pretty good. And
Sorry, I'm reducing my ice. I don't even want the swordsman. Well, the swordsman would have been nice that match, right?
that's true. I don't know.
We totally pitched it, not thinking it was going to be useful.
Yeah.
So maybe we keep it. Let's ditch a wrap.
So, all right. Yeah, sure.
I'm even going lighter ice. You know how I like to play Netrunner.
I do. Should we? I was gonna say, should we put in like take out a melange for a pad campaign?
Ooh, someone in the chat. That's actually not a bad suggestion. Ash, what is that?
3,
2.
2.
That's not bad. But we were so poor.
We were so poor. I mean, that might be different with Celebrity Gift around, I guess. But
Caduceus.
I don't know. I mean, so I like a pad or two, because like, we're trying to get the runner poor, and pad campaign is a decent way to do that.
What about is Adonis worthwhile here?
Adonis?
Yeah.
Is that 2?
2 each.
So like, one Adonis, one Celebrity Gift. And then we have an influence left. Okay, we can go up to 2 Adonises, or
2 Adonises I like better.
Yeah. All right. That seems fun.
Let's give this a roll.
Yeah.
Does JNet do that to you sometimes where like it won't work after you've like start this again? Core. I guess I can't complain about a free service.
Yeah. You got the alts. It's not free for you, right?
Yeah, I mean you could pay $1 though, or you could pay
Yeah,
a lot. I did pay more than $1, but I gave him a good amount of money because I thought it was worth it.
Yeah,
System outage. Oh,
hey, we know that guy.
Hey, what is it? Air horn.
Air horn. God.
So a little context on that. System outage here. Charles brought a app that had an air horn, and he kept blowing it during our in real life Netrunner. So yeah, it's quite funny.
Yeah. Good time, Sabael.
What? Did I start the game without him?
Somehow.
Shoot.
That's so weird. I think he was just watching it, right?
Oh.
That's so weird. Let you start the game though.
Oh, I can't rejoin. That was really weird.
You broke the internet.
Okay, there we go.
Cool.
I thought he was in there to play us, or was he as a spectator?
Nice. Spectator.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I think the money feels a little bit better here.
I mean, it should. I hope. Yeah, I guess the tension is that like, unless you can get a security force scored, they can go tag me, and you only have a couple of pieces of ice that can keep them out. And aside from Tollbooth, they're not that expensive. So it's like, I think that to close the game out, we have to get them poor either with C-Source and closed accounts, or C-Source and trashing their econ resources. and then score out behind a toll booth when they're not able to get it back up for that. Like that's kind of a lot of pieces to put together. So we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm. Let me get a little shout out here on the teaching league. Okay. So while we're waiting here, let's talk about the HB deck that we're going to give a try. So what's its game plan?
So the game plan is basically to try to go somewhat horizontal for your econ.
Mm-hmm.
So putting out your Adonises and pad campaigns naked, and then using a combination of false lead and strong box to score at least one of your priority requisitions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Gotcha.
kind of standard, like try to rush out a Vitruvius behind some combination of like Ice Wall, Roto Turret, Enigma, Wall of Static that will end the run.
Hmm.
And then, oh, here we go. Cool. And then try to get yourself in a position where you can get the 5-3 scored. There we go. Great.
Okay. Right. This feels like good econ. This is not a great ice.
Yeah. Well, let's keep this hand, I think.
Okay.
And the question is going to be whether we want to like green level credit and Ice HQ, or just go like celebrity gift and Ice HQ, because he's going to be want to hit that a lot. So Toll Booth isn't terrible there. So I'm going to do celebrity gift and then Ice HQ. It's a pretty valuable piece of remote ice to burn on HQ, but I think it'll be worth it against Gabe.
Yeah. He pretty much doesn't want to run it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he could try and force us, but I still feel like it's a pretty good penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, we res it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's worth resing that.
Just we don't want an inside job to emergency shutdown. or another option we might see is like a
sneak door.
Sneak door, yeah.
Huh.
Lost the red herrings.
God. And the trash cost on these defensive upgrades is...
It's like a why not?
Yeah. I think Strongbox is also one to trash.
I mean, but I guess from like a runner's perspective, I feel like that's pretty...
Yeah, that has to go on a remote.
Do I go Melange?
Yeah, I think
Melange is going to be trash no matter what. Adonis, I think, is actually a better penalty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I like Melange, but I think this is going to get checked no matter what. And I can't res it. And if my opponent trashes it, that's 3. That puts him in a worse spot. Well, now they have sure gamble.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think, did you check R&D and see that toll booth on top?
No, I drew it up with the green level
Okay, great.
because I brought in
That's right. Yeah.
something. Maybe it might have been the green level. I can't remember, but I pulled it up with green level.
Okay, great.
Oh, the Adonis.
Yeah.
And my opponent knew that I was Adonis, and so they probably knew this was what that was, and they were going to go in there, in hindsight, seeing that, right? There was no way they were going to check that. If they weren't, it didn't trash it on R&D.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Should we hold on to this until Sneak Door goes down?
I think so. Well, we think that could go over server one, because we need to kind of respect the inside job here.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of like always stacking. Wow. That was a hard install though.
Yeah.
Are they coming?
Probably.
Wow.
God, every time. Oh, God.
I don't know if that was worth it.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't worth it for him.
Because
yeah.
like that should have been saved for one of these like over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm just gonna trash this now.
Yeah. Cool. So, did you just drag that back into HQ?
Oops.
Yeah. So let's see. We could do
We could C-source close.
C-source trash Armitage. That'll send him back significantly. But I guess
The trace is 3. Can't. Oh,
we have
2.
+2 from So it'll be a cheap trace. It'll just be a 2 to start it up. Yeah, that seems all right.
Mm-hmm. It seems fine.
Yeah. And then if we top deck an agenda, we can jam it, or we can actually, maybe it's fair just to put the melange in there and
get some money.
Use it, get some money. Yeah.
Though these over my centrals is pretty bad news.
Yeah, it's not great. Kernel doesn't have, I mean, aside from HQ interface, they don't have any central multi-access in faction. We haven't seen any influence from him yet, have we?
I really hope I get an agenda here.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that'd be nice. So probably want to draw Beanstalk and Melange. Yeah. So yeah, this isn't great. We would like to get, I don't know, like an Enigma. But I feel like we're in a much more comfortable place economically right now.
I actually don't know if Melange is the best install.
Because we want to be digging for agendas right now?
I think so. The tempo is in our favor, and we have 15.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Adonis actually I think would have been better because if we are drawing up, we can. Well, I don't know. Getting rid of the melange isn't bad either. We can just override it if we need.
Hmm. What's the outer ice on that again? It's
Wrap around
wraparound.
and
Yeah.
then toll booth. It's a good server.
Yeah. So I think let's draw green level. Let's put that in server one. It's not going to do us much good sitting in HQ, and
Yeah, I'll just get trashed, huh?
I think that's pretty good. Yeah. He's poor enough now that it's going to be difficult for him to get through server one multiple times, or have 5 credits on hand to steal. So I think like right now we're looking, I think good if we can find like a Pyrrhec or a security force.
And these pop-up windows are just doing the work for us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, not the top card.
Yeah. I think we draw up.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, hmm.
Yeah. Should we put that over R&D? Because eventually he is going to rip something off of there. And that lets us, yeah, that's good. So that'll at least make it so that we don't feel like we have to click draw every turn just to break his lock. Yeah, these pop-up windows are really pulling their weight today.
Well, and just I think having the Armitage is good adding to this deck. Like I feel like we have much, but we also got taxed quite a bit in that last match with just rezzing ice.
That's true.
We spent a lot.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, it's good to keep in mind that getting an emergency shutdown on toll booth is likely to happen. So just making sure that we don't, we're keeping enough money on hand to re-res it if that's something that's critical to our game plan.
Mm-hmm.
So these repeated runs on HQ through pop-up are kind of interesting because he's paying 1 and then gaining 2, so he's netting 1, and so are we. So he's not really setting up a credit differential, which is great for us because that's where C-Source comes in. But anyway,
Cool. Our opponent ditched special order, so there might be the breakers already in hand. But
it's interesting. Great. Let's jam this thing.
And hopefully we don't have to res toll booth because we can keep out with wraparound. But that might not be the case.
Yeah, well, it's going to be really hard for him to steal this, I think. Ideally, we keep him out with wraparound and then use Pyrrhec to res the toll booth.
Our opponent ditched a ret run.
Yeah.
I guess the one advantage is like you can kind of. I wonder in NBN it might be good to do the. Oh yeah, we keep him out here.
Cool. Yeah.
So I think like okay, maybe NBN is good as like is having a lot of things to just install advance, right? That same kind of approach because you have Beal, you have priority.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get in with that.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is it worth giving up the surprise to get the toll booth res for free?
Oh, we are going to get a res for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking is, yeah, I think let's just do it.
Of course. I don't think we're going to close.
I think he's strapped enough as it is. I don't think that it's going to be well before there's a juicy enough target to justify it.
I think we can, if this doesn't get ripped this turn, we can install advance.
Yeah, I like that.
We can still
the rest of you've got a bunch of like TG, TBTs, like 2 or 3 of them in the stack. So getting to 6 is worth doing.
This becomes very difficult with the red herrings as well.
Yeah.
We just can't get it stolen here. That's the thing. That's the risk we run. And we get money from... We probably are going to get shut down here, I feel. Well, maybe not. What does emergency shutdown cost? It costs 0.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Expected. But that's fine.
Yeah.
I think we can still res this. Inside can't get hit by inside job.
Yeah, so we still have enough to res it and score it over advanced. It would leave us pretty poor, so we'd be clicking for credits for a while. But if he keeps on hitting pop-up windows, we're going to get back into hedge range really quickly.
I like this play.
This is looking all right. Yeah, and with the Armitage down, he's back in the situation where unless he like just clears it out immediately, he's not going to be able to float tags. That's a cool alt.
I think I have this one. I like it though. It's cool. Helping us out. I think the turning point in this game, I think it was actually pretty useful to kill our opponent's Armitage, yeah.
I agree with that. I think that that really set him back economically.
Do we keep the
from
Bernice?
The very beginning?
I don't think we need the Bernice.
I don't think we need it anymore. And like he never really fully recovered from that, partially because like he was doing what Gabe normally does, which is run HQ. But with the pop-up window, it wasn't returning, as much as he would if he'd been drawing for econ and setting up a little bit more.
I think also that early run on HQ, when it was obvious that it was a toll booth, might have been bad. I'm not sure.
On turn 1?
Yeah.
Or
do we res this? Cost us 4. We can still... I think we do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we can go hedge. I don't want to wait to see what they decide. Okay.
You think probably use fairy to break it?
I think so. I think this is like a desperation run. Oh,
okay. Let's put our ID bucks into it for sure.
I think this might maybe going tag me. I don't know.
Oh, let's get some updates. Why not? Okay. Yeah, it looks like he's going to tag me. I think that's probably a reasonable play from him.
At this point.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's draw. Probably trash the... Well, yeah, let's trash it. And we don't need the C sources anymore, probably.
Not with the counter.
All right, cool.
Might have been a good idea to maybe put Enigma up there.
Yeah.
But we were too poor for that. I think our opponent has to check R&D here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that God, did we pitch both of our closed accounts?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well, that's fine.
At the time, it didn't seem useful.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that I think that we should definitely like I think like next turn is looking to me like draw a hedge Enigma over R&D.
I don't know why Gordian was installed. I guess for toll booth.
Yeah,
For
here's we have
later.
a toll booth.
For
And
later.
that's red herrings in server one right now. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I feel like what I would have, well, it depends on if they've ret run. They did have ret run here, but maybe trash the fem. Fairy was just better. Hopefully we can. Oh, I feel bad for our opponent. They've seen Adonis every time. Ooh, we can't res though. Ooh. I don't like this position.
Why don't we? Yeah, it's kind of awkward. What? We could throw the melange in there and force him to go check it. So I guess depending on whether he goes for the spade or whether he also runs HQ first to, make a buck and take a look.
Two. Yeah, we just can't res the toll booth, unfortunately. Money goes fast.
Yeah.
So do we do the melange or do we like hedge fund and then jam the private security?
I think hedge and jam it.
That would give us 4, 8. Thank you for the credit. But we lose it. It's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah. Every time.
Not every time. I guess most times we had things in our agendas in our hand. It was hit. You're right. Ooh.
So hold on a second. Okay. Cool. Looking good. So it's basically like, even with the stim hack, it's going to be pretty hard to deal with that.
8. I mean, we might be broke, but I think the red herrings, even just the red herrings, do you even have to?
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to res. Oh, that's game then.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So more econ worked.
System
Yeah,
outage
that was interesting.
wants a swing.
Sure. Yeah, that was interesting.
So let's go with HB, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I've been playing with some of these new cards and looking at them. This NGO one looks really sweet.
Yeah, NGO is crazy good. I think
I also love the economic warfare. I was testing it out with the Stinson deck. Ooh, it's good.
yeah, I bet you were. Oh God.
It,
Yeah.
okay, so what do we got here? We got
God, the new arts. I haven't gotten used to them yet. Heimdall and what's that, a Victor? Or
yes.
is that Ichi?
These are both bad.
Yeah. That's not great starting stuff. But I mean,
This is good econ though. I like it.
yeah, I think we probably want to keep it. Um, yeah, let's keep it and see what we can do with it. Um, so yeah, the gear check ice. So I mean, like I mean, the deal with HB is like clearly like you can't really rush behind a single Bioroid. And
Nope.
Ichi is bad early game ice, and
Mm,
mm-mm.
mm, mm.
Yeah, let's just gain a credit.
Let's leave it open.
Yeah,
Wow, wow. I don't think our ice would have helped us anyways. Oh my
no. Oh
goodness.
my God.
At least get that out of the way so we don't have to draw it.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's going broke. Okay.
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 So what are our options here? Yeah, let's start spreading out. And
He's not
I
running
think
open. Oh, yeah, probably. Heimdall. I got to put this over HQ, man.
oh, okay. I was gonna say R&D. Um,
I don't think I'm going to get Maker's Eye again. And if I do, it's not the end. I guess I
yeah,
could get indexed. I could get indexed.
make it index too.
Unless he tricked us right here. I don't know why he would have done that because he would have Maker's Eye. He should have known the cards, right? Oh no, because he trashed
I
one of
think
them.
yeah. Okay. So let's draw. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm just
Let's get
going.
something over R&D. Make him consider not going there.
Well, the thing about it, like I always say that, like, ooh, click. What is this?
Let's just click one.
Wow, wow.
Um, I think man.
I'm not resin. I'm taking the risk.
All right. Great.
I want to free res that if I can. I really want him to get Opus down. Oh,
Cool.
you cannot rush, can you?
No. But so I think putting this on a remote still is helpful. Yeah, like a remote with Victor on the outside and static on the inside.
You like that better?
Um,
So Walla static.
yeah, wall static, and then Victor on the outside of it,
Okay.
and like that'll just have to do for a little bit.
Well, I think we try and jam the private
The
security.
Primarch.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna res this. Like, silly. Nope.
Definitely not.
Strong box.
One credit.
He is running aggressively.
Yeah.
I think we're okay to jam this, right? The Pyrrhec.
Yeah, let's do it.
So he would have to. It's kind of tough. He's gonna have to get battering ram down. and then click through Victor. And he has to like know what these things are, right? So this costs us 6 total to res. I think is good. And then we can res the Heimdall for free.
Yeah.
Test run. What is he going to test run
So,
on us? Ooh, the worst one.
okay. We'll see. Unless he hard installs. Okay. So let's not bother resing. Well, 2 credits.
Wait, so let's think here. Let's think this out. So if he runs this, he spends 2.
Uh-huh.
It makes it so that he can't install battering ram and run again. Right? Because if he comes here, he ends the run, then he can install it and come back through.
Yep. Okay. So let's res it. Ooh, strength 4. Cool.
Oh, he's just using his clicks. Even better.
Perfect. Yeah.
Get out of here. That was mine. I gotta push it. Ugh, I really want to play this, but I'll have enough money for next turn.
You're fine. You'll be good. Yeah. So, I guess I don't know. What do we get rid of? An HB or a biotic?
I'm getting rid of ice. I don't like ice.
Yeah. It's not the point of the game, Kevin.
It's true though. I mean, ice is valuable, but like Ichi is not valuable for us right now.
Huh, yeah.
It becomes incredibly valuable, I believe, right? It's a great card, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and ret run this.
Yeah. So,
I want a celebrity.
Okay, if we do celebrity, do you want to try to jam the well, I don't know. I guess we don't really need to right now. Because I was thinking, I mean, if we celebrity and then put the Ares in the remote, then we'll be able to buy a score next turn, or we could just get some more money.
I don't think he's coming into HQ. If he does, it's a waste of an entire turn.
All right, so let's hedge it then. Cool. So like, right now I would love to get like another.
Oh, he's gonna fem this.
Fem that, yeah.
That's still 3 credits.
Mm-hmm.
And if he comes, he's probably gonna try and come find it. And if he misses, we jam it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great tax.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, wow.
Rips. Air horn sound. All right.
Ugh.
That's fine. So let's put the false lead in there.
Nope. I'm gonna put this because my reason is I'm gonna install an advance once.
Yeah, and then biotic and score it.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because if he comes in and rips that, he wins. But if he steals the false lead, he doesn't win.
Yeah, no, this is good because if he doesn't get the false lead, then you're set up to biotic it out soon and just close the game.
Oh yeah.
So, and now the Ichi over R&D is relevant again, which is nice because that's still pretty expensive with Fem. It's what 4, 5, 6, 7 to break it. Yeah, that's great.
We did make some good money this game.
Yeah.
What do we have? Celebrity. Yeah. Oh. But he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money. Can't do it.
He's a click shy or more than that.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to take the green.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it to the credit. Dang.
There goes the game.
Oh,
Yeah, bad.
well played.
No,
Okay, you still there, Doug? I think I might have lost you. Uh-oh, let's check to see if Doug is gone. Are you back, Doug?
hello.
You there, Doug?
Hello.
Hey, I
I'm
hear
back.
I hear you
Maybe.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give that one a
All
roll
right.
again. I still think we
Yeah.
played that well. I think that was still the right play.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I mean, it was
What
it
are the
was very
chances?
close. Yeah, like if he was very close to not pulling that off, and if he hadn't, then it would have been really hard for him to finish the game out.
Oh, we probably would have won next turn.
I think so. Yeah. What could have been? Let's speculate about the alternate reality where we won that game.
Well, I
But
think
yeah, I
what I'm
mean,
saying is I still think that is the right call.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah,
I think you still rush that.
yeah.
Though these ones are tough, I think. These decks are harder.
Uh, HB and NBN.
Yes.
Yeah,
But I feel like I guess for like a core experience it still feels like okay, right? Like if you're new to the game and something different, right?
yeah. No, I still think that they're playable for sure. Um, I think it's just that, like, for instance, in NBN, you can't really explore the full scope of tag punishment, and maybe that's good for new players that there's no boom, for instance, and so like
Mhm.
going tag me has kind of a limited downside to it.
I mean, close
Um,
accounts is pretty powerful, but
mhm.
and I guess trashing your resources. Let's look here
Yeah,
at this deck some more. I didn't really get a look at all of it last time. So we have
sure.
Vitruvius's are obviously, yeah, I kind of like the never advance plan. Three biotics, two beanstalks, two celebrity gifts, green levels hedge. Seems like there's some decent amount of economy. So
Mhm. Yeah, strongbox. I mean, it's tricky. I don't think it's as good as uh
red herrings.
what do you call it, red herrings. But it's okay with false lead as a way to close the game out
Three to res though. Do you like
for
the snare? Do
strongbox.
you like the snare though?
Um,
You just like
I
snare.
do, I do. I like snare. I mean, you can go down to one. Um,
That's what I'm doing.
yeah.
I feel like we had pretty good. Maybe I mean that could be just sample size of one, but felt like the our economy was okay.
Yeah, I think so. So, what's been your favorite faction to play as on either side in this little journey?
I think I actually think the Wayland match is really fun, but it's maybe
Hmm.
because I like winning. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun. I think it's overpowered. I think I think Gabe is actually pretty fun. I really like the Gabe Wayland matchup. It's a fun match.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
think Gabe actually is strong against that with the crash space and the ability to keep pressure going early on.
Hmm.
I've enjoyed I've enjoyed corping more than I have running, and the
Hmm.
reason why is because I think corps are maybe a little stronger.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think also the runners feel a little bit sluggish
Yeah,
in some
exactly.
sense. It's not so much that I mean, I do think that the corp is slightly is somewhat advantaged here. Um, and Wayland especially because they're better at rushing than the other IDs just based on
Hmm.
uh, like having three ice wall and a couple of enigmas without spending influence and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And they tend to have strong burst econ in the early game. Um, so I think like the sort of late game inevitability that you can get with like Magnum Opus or Reyna with like the full drip econ setup is in some sense like it's harder to get to that point in the game.
Hmm. What's going on in competitive right now? It's a lot of people playing. Everyone getting ready for the weekend or something.
Yeah, lots of store champs coming up.
Yep. Do you know what you're gonna bring to this upcoming one, or is that still secret?
Oh, yeah, I'm not really sure. I think it's probably a big enough event, and there will be enough um, distraction
Mm-hmm.
that I'll only play if it'll make it an even number.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'll probably, you know, I don't think that I'll feel like I'm doing a good job of keeping things moving if I'm super focused on the game. So I'll probably just bring like some fun stuff. I might even just bring my cash refresh decks
Oh, cool.
and get practicing with them.
Yeah, I'm still undecided, but I'll probably be some flavor of CI.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's really strong right now.
Yeah. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for runner. Um,
Hmm.
Max is always fun, but it can get hosed.
You could bring Woo.
I was looking at that and I can't figure it out yet. Like,
Yeah, I think that she's going to be strong, but I think it might not be a great idea until like Flame Out comes out at the end of the cycle.
mm-hmm.
And that's the hardware that can host a single program. And when you install it, you get 9 credits that you can use for that program, and you have to trash the program at the end of the turn where you use it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like sort of like it's almost like a stim hack that you can use in little bits and pieces, and it sort of gets away from the downside of her ID ability.
So then, do
Um,
you like run 3 of every breaker?
I think you run the conspiracy breakers because you don't mind them getting trashed.
Oh, that's interesting. I mulliganed that
Yeah,
because I didn't like that starting hand.
yeah. This looks better. Was that a Victor and 2 Ichis?
Yep.
Are those Ichis? Yeah,
Yeah, they're Ichis. I get confused with the art now.
yeah. I do like the new Bioroid style, and I think this artist has done a couple of other cards in this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a cool aesthetic. Okay. Yeah. So one thing when I played this deck in the tournament, um, my opponent actually like installed 2 scrubbers as soon as I started going horizontal, and I was so sad.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I really did not expect that to happen, and it hurt me deeply.
These might get trashed.
They might. So yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm just playing.
So yeah, no, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, I think that the last sub on Ichi is like at least somewhat relevant here, because you're rich enough that you can pay into that trace and give them a tag
Mm-hmm.
if they're late in the turn. Um, so we could hedge, and then you could try to just to rush out the false lead, just like leave it naked.
Mm, I'm
Did I
not.
lose?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna create a new
Okay,
server. I'm gonna
that's fine.
start building this up. I need a program to come down. And here these go. Yeah, I had a feeling like this turn my opponent was gonna start trashing my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So much money.
Good, okay.
Nope.
You want that on server 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going for. Do you want to over advance Vitruvius? Not really.
I don't think you have a lot to gain from that. I think just jamming it in server 3 is good.
Okay. I was just wondering. Like I know in like current meta, I almost always like to be able to get a counter on it because
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting mod and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not worth the. Nice.
That is worth it. They got to clear. Ooh,
Not too shabby.
the snare helping me out. The single snare I have in there.
Yeah, I really I love splashing snare in these limited card pools because like you don't really expect HB to be running snare,
It's a tempo hit.
um, but it is a big hit to deal with.
Oh,
Okay, well that's fine. Cool.
I feel like I'm in a position where I need to go with the Adonis next turn.
Because you think that
I'm gonna trash it.
yeah, that seems fine. Plenty more where that came from.
I mean, I could lose off of R&D here. That happens, but
It does happen.
I'm just gonna get this Enigma down there now. Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
What do I want to do? I want to draw, install. This I res.
Yeah, that's expensive, but
It was expensive to res.
worth it.
Do they click through it? They got to click one, I think.
Yeah, probably click the brain. Then oh, okay, click them both.
Well, they might get an agenda here.
Yep. Oof. Okay.
There's only one false lead.
Um there's 2. Yeah, let's draw.
Eek.
Oh no. Okay, I'm getting some credits. We can, I don't know, probably dump the Ichi, I guess.
Yeah, it's not relevant right now if they're not
I
installing
don't know.
stuff.
I don't really see us spending the 7 credits or whatever it is to get a res right now.
Coming in for this? This cost me 6 to res.
God, it's so expensive.
That's fine. I'll let him come trash
I
it.
guess he's going for it. That's
Well,
fine.
because it's gonna be, they're gonna trash it. What do they have? I mean, if they've lost, I mean, they would have to have the pieces here to get through.
Mhm.
Okay. Do I jam priority? Oh my goodness.
Did you just keep coming? Yeah, I think jam the prereq. It would be nice if we could use it to get the toll booth resed. That
I gotta
we don't have a lot of time to do it.
I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Because our opponent has to. I mean, roto turret's our answer, right? Unfortunately, we can't
Yeah.
res. Oh, and trash a
And
program.
yeah, this isn't great. Stupid Xanadu. It's another game where it really
Really hurt us.
is frozen. Yeah. Yeah, he's bouncing back fast from this.
And we are not.
No. So yeah, I guess let's just gain some credits and I don't know. We could
I need the money.
yeah, okay.
I can't res the Ichi though. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, I mean Ichi is really hard for him to deal with if he's trying to actually break it. You know, like if he gets Mimic out, then it's going to be strength 5.
Oh, are we going for a shutdown here? And then I can't res it.
Maybe.
That's what it feels like. Oh, but it doesn't really matter. They use the clicks. This is not great. Also because I go very poor to score this. Okay. But I don't lose quite yet unless they run a few times. What do I res? Victor, Ichi. Ichi?
I think let's res the Victor. Because I think you know that Ichi isn't stopping anybody right now. And we want to be able to surprise him with it at least.
So much money.
Yeah. So we could never advance the false lead and just leave it in there. It's not great because that doesn't get us closer to winning the game, really. Like we're not because there's only 2 false leads, and so we have to score another agenda. You know, after it. It'd mainly be so that we have the ability to suck some clicks down and prevent him from making a steal.
They clicking through it? I'm unsure what they're doing.
Sure. So if we can get up to, God, we need a lot more money here. If you guys like a never.
I lost you again, Doug. I'm running solo. Sorry guys, we lost Doug. Let me see if I can get him back. Oh, and I think it's gonna. Does that lose us the game? Let's see here. They're at 5. Do I res the strong box? I think I let him have it. Okay, so my plan here is to hopefully they don't have an answer for Rototurret and that I'm able to score out this Ares with a biotic. It would have been nice if I hadn't lost the strong box. But now I'm in a position where I don't have the money to biotic now. Ooh. So tempting. Ooh, what do I do here? Do I trash it or do I not? I don't know. No, I don't trash it. I don't play it. So the money I need now is I need. You back?
Hey,
Hey, you
I'm
back?
back. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is the situation.
What a mess.
So
I see that he scored several of their agendas.
yeah, my plan was, oh, and I'm in a great position because they don't think there's an agenda. So what happened there, I'm going to win here.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So I biotic out. Woo! But did you see the snare play there? I had a snare with 5 credits that they hit, and I was like debating to play it, but it would have put me down to 1 credit.
Uh-huh.
So, but I wanted to have the money to be able to.
Did the biotic never advance?
Yes, exactly.
Nice. That's awesome.
So,
no, I missed that, but that's cool.
and then what I did is I put a strong box into the server with the false lead to force them to run. But what they did is they went and they came in, took a brain, um, and then did the shutdown on the rototurret and came in. And I had the option. I could have rezzed it, but it would have once again made me poor. So it only put them on 6 points. And I felt like that was like a good play, right? To get and then have them just go in there and waste some effort there for not the win, right?
That's awesome, man. I'll watch the end of that game. That seems exciting.
Yeah, it turned out better than I expected.
Yeah.
I think like this is super hard against Reyna. I actually think we were in a really good spot against when we were playing Charles because we were able to res the ice, and I mean I think he was just set up just right, had the right pieces. I still think having this Xanadu and her ability is brutal.
Yeah, it is really rough. Yeah, I don't really know. There's not much you can do about that, right?
Paying 7 to res an Ichi.
Yeah, forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can put every single econ card in the core set into your deck, and I guess that would work. But you wouldn't have anything left. Like it would just like you'd have no defensive upgrades, which kind of don't seem to be pulling their weight too much. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe the game plan with this is to just jam, right? To just jam and keep putting things in servers. That seems like to be like Netrunner at its core, right? And hence the core set.
Yeah. No, I think that so I think HB has some advantages in the Never Advance plan because you have 3 dance campaigns that you're happy to stick in there, and there's a pretty decent tempo hit for them to trash. So yeah.
So what are your this is like our last core 2.0 session. What are your kind of final thoughts as we sign off here?
Yeah, no, I think that there's a couple of like core conflicts that sort of make Netrunner work. So there's like the obvious ice versus icebreakers. But then the games good games oftentimes come down to an economic battle.
Yep.
Where it's the corp trying to balance their econ against the runner and kind of keep a big enough pile they can keep their game plan alive while the runner attacks it indirectly. And I think that the core set's balance isn't as good for that kind of game.
Okay.
Aside from like, I think that the Reyna shutdown plan is a good one that makes those sorts of interesting games possible. But outside of that, I think that either the corp runs away with it or the runner sits back and clicks magnum opus as long as they can. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like overall, I'm really happy with the revised core set. I think it's got it sets you up for a lot of interesting games.
I think my takeaway is the games are fun, but my biggest takeaway is that I think it actually helps like the larger meta as a whole, right? Keeping some of those like key cards. I think that's maybe what I like the most about it. Like my favorite thing about it actually is the agenda suite that was provided, right?
Yeah.
Allowing every faction to have a 3/2. Because I remember when rotation was coming, that was my biggest thing. I was like, oh, I'm really gonna miss Atlas and Beal and some of the Beal was Beal in the core? No, they had Astro. That's right. And so yeah, like that to me was like really important. Man, I lost you again, Doug. Well, things are not going as planned with our chatting here today. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you all for watching these matches. We basically were in Splitsville all day, and maybe our first match was also a learning experience for us. But yeah, I'm going to play these decks and I'll post some videos. Apologize to some of you guys who have been watching. I haven't been. This last week I was switching jobs and stuff like that, so I wasn't able to get as many videos in as I would have liked to share. I'll be posting some Gabe videos up here in this next coming week, and also I'll be playing this NBN and this HB deck and post some of those up. And then in the end, my plan here is to do a final wrap up of all of the factions, just a single video, and just talk about each one and like what are the advantages, what are the strengths, and to kind of help everyone out. And yeah, well, thanks so much for joining, and you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks. Bye.